I had a heart attack, and I wasn't diabetic, even though that is right through my family history. I had normal blood pressure, which high blood pressure again was something that's through my family history. I had low cholesterol, and I had no blockages in my arteries. But my family is riddled with heart disease, and but there I was. I still had a heart attack, and I wasn't able to work for 3 months. And when I went back to work, I couldn't actually work a full work week. And about 6 months after that, my health had improved so much, and I felt I could return to full-time work. But I couldn't do it at the NGO I was at because it required a lot of travel, and I knew I actually just needed to not travel so much and put that pressure on my body and my heart. So that I would end up at a place like a Girl Called Hope. So a Girl Called Hope exists to restore hope and help young women who want to transform their lives. Yeah? Young women who are 16 to 28 years of age. They're from all over New Zealand, and they get stuck in life. They're really struggling with some hard stuff in life. And so we're talking a range of issues, yeah? Depression, anxiety, abuse, trauma, unplanned pregnancy, eating disorders, self-harm. And our role is to provide a safe place for them to actually work through some of the issues that keep driving the behaviours that they get into, which aren't helpful. I mean, it is an absolute privilege. We provide them with one-on-one counselling each week. Our counsellors are trained and qualified, and I oversee the whole structure of the program so that our team can support these young women, because it is so courageous of them to want to live a changed life. And a changed life looks different for everyone, yeah? So for one girl, a changed life means that, she'll go back to her family who have been the source of a lot of trauma and hurt for them, but they'll go back because they want to keep building a relationship with them, yeah? And that's different because previously she was actually looking to get out of that family. She was looking to leave. And there are some people that do need to do that because their families are so destructive for them. And we encourage that they have some form of relationship, even if it's by phone, until they can heal a bit more and get back together, because family is important to us. But if family is really unsafe for someone, then, it's got to be based on them being able to live freely. And so if it's really unsafe, well, that's no good. Yeah, that's a hard ask for someone to stay in, say, a violent environment, to stay in an environment where they have suffered, they've even suffered sexual abuse, and we're not into that. So whatever her goal is, a changed life for someone may mean they just can get out of bed each day, and they can go and, if they're not working full-time, but that they hold down a part-time job. That is amazing, because some of these young women are so unwell that they can't get out of bed. Yeah? They have no motivation. These young women who come to us, they look at me and my team, and they think that we have these great lives and these perfect lives, and they don't realize, no, this is the healing power of what God does. Yeah, this is the change that comes from developing a relationship with God, is that you can look at someone and not even guess what they've come through. Yeah, and that they and so then when my team are able to say something that shows that, yeah, we get it, then that helps to bring an encouragement and build the confidence of the young woman and increase her hope in being able to actually live free of the pain and the suffering that she has encountered. So it's not this magic thing where living free from it means that you don't remember it. Living free from it means that you don't make decisions that are unhelpful and unhealthy, that come out of the hurt, but your decisions come out of the healing. Yeah. We acknowledge we're still going to hurt because will still be people out there who will do and say things that are hurtful. However, that's not what you live out of. Yeah.
Awesome. Look, last question. If there's a song that you'd like us to play, what would it be and why?
I really love the song "It Is Well With My Soul," and I love it in Samoan. It is a beautiful, beautiful hymn, and the history of the hymn is incredible. The person who wrote it, he was a missionary overseas, and he had been there for several years, and then got to the point where the organisation he was a missionary for could send his wife and children to come and be with him, and so they, because this was back in the days, there were no planes, so they hopped on a ship, and they came to be with him. But on the way, the ship encountered problems and sunk, and in one event, he lost his family. And so he had faithfully served God there on the mission field, and faithfully, waited for his wife, and she had faithfully waited for the moment that they could join him, and now they're gone. And he wrote this hymn, "It Is Well With My Soul," out of that pain, and it's a wonderful thing, because no matter what loss or pain that you experience, the words that you speak over yourself and the words that rise up out of you are the words that will sustain you, or they're the words that are going to destroy you. So I love this hymn because of its history.